San Francisco. I love this city, and most people that visit end up loving this place too. But visiting San Francisco is not without its downsides. And while the news has already filled you in on those, they might not have told you about the identity crisis going on at the airports. This is Oakland, and this is the Oakland Airport. The most interesting thing about this airport is they just changed its name to the San Francisco Airport. But there's already a San Francisco airport. This is that airport, and this is San Francisco. Neither airport is actually in the city. Oakland says they're closer. San Francisco says they are clearly the better airport. So today, I'm gonna find out which one is really better. To do that, I'm gonna take public transit to, then from, one of San Francisco's most famous tourist attractions. The first place I ever visited, the first time I ever came to this city. And we'll see which airport is faster. Of course, there's a lot more to picking an airport than just speed. So I'll talk about what makes them different. I'll give you a tour of the bay along the way, and I'll put them head to head in these 5 categories. Number of flights, ease of getting in and out, safety, amenities, and the big one, time to travel to the first place that I ever went the first time I ever came to San Francisco. We're starting at the International Terminal right outside of Customs in SFO. I'm gonna take whatever route my phone tells me is the fastest. Time starts when I hit this button. Let's go. Time stops when I get to my destination, which I am still keeping a secret for now, but here's a hint. It's been in 2 of my past videos. It's famous for its sea life and Forrest Gump. Now I do have a bit of an advantage if you're a tourist. I've done this many times before, so I do have some idea of where I'm going. Towards the BART trains, it's actually not that hard to get there. No, just missed the train. I got good news and bad news. The good news is that the International Terminal is right next to the BART station. It's basically a minute to walk over here. The bad news, I just missed my train. A little more good news, I don't have that long of a wait until the next one gets here. Just about 5 minutes. My phone is telling me that the best and fastest route involves some train, some walking, some bus, and some more walking. Wish me luck. Do not want to miss this one. Oh, here we go.
The doors are closing.
I think I want to be on that train. Never mind, we are good on this one. The first leg of this journey involves taking BART into the city, but the train doesn't go exactly where I need it to, so there are a few other steps. One question we can answer before we get anywhere near Oakland is who has more flights? It's San Francisco, and it's not even close. And that's actually one of the reasons why Oakland wanted to change their name to San Francisco, to help them attract more airlines and retain the flights that they do get. Why did Oakland change its name to San Francisco? Well, it doesn't have the same brand recognition that San Francisco does. Once you're on the train, the ride north into the city is relatively pleasant. Most of it is above ground and gives you views of the San Francisco Peninsula. BART is also extremely reliable. The trains almost always run on time. It can get crowded during rush hour, but you'll never get stuck in traffic. It's not always the fastest option, but it works. And this video isn't sponsored by anyone other than me. But if you're one of the good folks at BART, you know where to find me. End of the train line for me. I gotta now walk to a bus. I'm at Montgomery Street. Looking for the Montgomery and Post exit. I think this is it. Not really sure where I am. That was the right exit. Gotta go down Post, this way. Nice spot for a meeting. All right, I'm walking over to my bus stop. Oh, almost just walked into a car. Gonna jaywalk anyway. So it should be a fairly easy bus ride down to my destination. Things are going pretty well. It is my bus stop, and that's my bus. 2 minutes? All right, I mean, that worked out great. My bus stop is right there, and my bus is already here. That transfer was easier than I expected. And that brings us to the next category that anyone who's flown to SFO or OAK is all too familiar with: the ease of getting in and out of these airports. SFO has this, and it makes getting in and out of the airport a challenge. Add in the seemingly endless construction and you can pretty much count on traffic at any time of day. Want to take a ride share? Good luck navigating the maze to get to the pickup point. Want a taxi? Really expensive. Want to take a Waymo? Great option, but they don't drive out here. This is not San Francisco. The easiest way to get out of here is BART, from the international terminal, of course. OAK, on the other hand, is very well designed. Wide roads, tons of lanes, and frankly, fewer people make getting in and out of here a breeze. As long as you're not renting a car, which we'll cover in the safety category. If you're familiar with the 8 bus in San Francisco, then you probably have a good idea of where I'm headed. If not, we're almost there. The bus will head through Chinatown and North Beach before heading down to the waterfront. Along the way, you'll see my favorite coffee shop, Cafe Revier. The Stinkin' Rose, a tourist hotspot known for using crazy amounts of garlic, and the iconic Washington Square Park. Pier 39, it's right over there. That's my final destination. Time check, 1 hour and 7 minutes. Not great. Should we jaywalk? Time stops when I touch the seal, but not those seals. Yup, Fisherman's Wharf was the first place I ever came in San Francisco. Golden retrievers, what a majestic animal. Honestly, you could do worse than Fisherman's Wharf. It takes a lot of crap from the locals, but it's kind of a neat place to visit, especially if you have kids. Final time was 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 36 seconds. Not gonna lie, I was expecting better. At least that'll make the trip from Oakland really interesting. I will be honest, I am definitely less familiar with this journey than the one from SFO to here. Never done this one before, but I'm sure I can figure it out. That's my seal, and the same rules are gonna apply this time. The second I leave the seal, the time starts, and the moment I get to the international customs, time stops. All right, here we go. My phone is telling me the best option is a bus stop right over here, so why not do a little bit more jaywalking? Turns out jaywalking was completely unnecessary. There's a crosswalk right here. Either way, looks like my bus will be here in 3 minutes. The bus will take me to BART, which will take me to more BART, and then a bit of a walk. Turns out my bus is not a bus. My bus is actually a historical streetcar, and this one came from Los Angeles. Not only are these streetcars pretty cool on the inside, they also show you some great views along the waterfront outside. This is the SS Jeremiah O'Brien, an old World War II ship. This is the Exploratorium, a well-known science museum that I've never been to. That over there is, of course, the Bay Bridge, and this is the ferry building. While this streetcar goes exactly where I need it to, it doesn't go there quickly. They're doing a driver change. I think I can walk to the BART station faster than they can change drivers. Here we go. A little more jaywalking just for good measure. I understand that doing this with a suitcase would be more difficult, but I'm only going from here to here. That streetcar is nowhere in sight, and this is where I get on BART, so confirmed, much faster to just walk. A quick note on paying for BART. It's basically optional, and it doesn't look like $94 million of new fare gates are going to fix that. But I still pay. However, my total fare for the day was $44.80. Why so much? BART charges extra fares to get on or off at an airport. That's insane. It's a great incentive to avoid public transit. So I'd appreciate if BART, the cities, and the airports could come together and fix this. I'd also appreciate if you hit subscribe, the like button, or whatever feels fair to you, so I can pay this fare. With my rant complete, let's head back to San Francisco. The only trains I can take are either the Blue Line or the Green Line. They are the only one that go to the Oakland airport. And good news, I think that is one right there. Uh-oh. Second time I've done this.
The doors are closing.
The next category I'm comparing these airports on isn't a fair fight. The amenities in SFO are much better than OAK. Obviously. It's a much bigger airport. Oakland Airport just does not have a lot of amenities. Its strengths lie elsewhere. San Francisco, on the other hand, has pretty much anything you could imagine. The rest of this journey is fairly straightforward. Take the Green Line to the Coliseum BART station and take my nemesis, the OAK connector, to the airport. And at this point, I'm actually ahead of schedule. Hopefully, there are no delays. No train. That's good news. 4 minutes. I can handle that. There's my train. The last time I did a public transit challenge, delays on the Blue Line while on my way to this OAK connector were a huge problem. But I just did a quick time check, and today, things are much closer than I thought. This train will drop us off right across the street from international arrivals, exactly where we want to go. But first, we're riding over one of the most statistically dangerous places in the Bay Area. So we should talk about the next category, safety. The San Francisco airport has no safety concerns at all. Oakland has a few. The Oakland airport itself is perfectly safe, but what's not so safe are the areas around it, specifically these gas stations. This is supposedly the most dangerous gas station in the country. If you're gonna rent a car here, get gas somewhere else. Probably 100 degrees in that car. Time does not stop until I get to customs. Quick time check. Oh, wow. Closer than I thought. Would love to do more jaywalking, but I don't think this is the place for it. International arrivals right over there. We are close. One of the benefits of Oakland Airport is it's very easy to get in and out of. And that includes getting here by train. I'm not certain that I'm gonna beat my time from SFO, but I am feeling pretty optimistic. Not sure where to go. Yeah, this is it. That is not at all what I was expecting. This is actually the other terminal, not the international terminal. I wasn't sure if I was in the right place. Turns out I was. Final time, 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 33 seconds. I wish that OAK would do what the Athletics won't and stay rooted in Oakland. Changing the name feels a little silly and even deceptive, but I've got to admit, they may have a point. Let's be clear, no science was done in the making of this video. Just like all of these videos, it's another quirky Bay Area story. If you liked that, hit subscribe and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.